Hello everyone, welcome back to Hermitcraft. Where are we? We're in a mushroom biome. Through Xuma's instructions I went and found it. He went here before, but actually went and put a portal down now so we can get back to it easily. And where are the mushrooms? I'm not sure, I may have misplaced them. So why am I here? Now what's the point of this? Well, last time you all kind of said yes, tree idea for base is good, we want that. And I had some other plans to go along with that, which would be kind of converting my swamp biome into a mushroom biome with some different effects. So let's go back to my base now and we'll talk about what we've kind of got planned. Okay, so we had the tree measured out from last episode. It's a decent size, it looks okay, it's going to be manageable for me. The landscape doesn't look particularly good though, does it? It's holy, it's bitty, it's not very base-like and smart. So what I was thinking, and along with the suggestions that I had, I would have this central tree on some kind of mound. Not particularly big mound, but big enough to kind of differentiate it from the actual surface level everywhere else. So build some rings around this and give it a sort of gradual mound. And then I was also suggested quite a few times to have a portal separate from the tree itself. So make people come through the portal and be away from the tree itself. Such that they come through the portal and have to look at the tree and be like, wow, that's awesome. I really like that idea. So I want some kind of drawbridge or something going from this tree itself to another mound, a smaller one with the portal on it. I think that'd be quite good. And also what I want to do is use my pumpkins, make a whole lot of lanterns and use them along with my mycelium itself to create a lighting effect. So the pumpkins, let's grab on them. So these will go along with my mycelium. Where is it gone? There it is. And it will look good. So for instance, if we just go over here, I want to start the layers up maybe here or something. Just at the bottom, it'll cover most of the witch farm itself. So the actual part you go into will be above the witch farm. And that'll go around and you'd have lanterns next to the mycelium itself. And you'll just see the top of it. So it'll blend in quite well. Then look good, give a nice lighting effect and still give the appearance of some kind of peaceful mushroom biome. Next, I've got some cows ready. There's quite a few cows here, they're playing cow ping pong. There's about 200 cows here. So what I want to do is have a inner region which will have this hill on going to the actual tree itself, and then an outer region, a massive circle of mycelium around, and then maybe a outer edge, maybe with lava or something, some kind of way of keeping these mushrooms in the actual area itself. Lava could be good just to kill them. I think it'd be a good idea. I think it'll look good from a way away as well. So mushrooms will be everywhere to give the illusion of a mushroom biome. That'd be cool. Witch farm be in the middle. You won't really suspect that if I remove most of the swamp. I'm thinking this is going to look pretty good. So I've got to start drawing some circles. Oh, you're not actually down yet. What are you doing? Did I break some string? I probably broke some string. There you are. I've got some string broken on this farm at the moment. Yeah. So I'm going to get on with that and start planning out some circles and kind of plan out where I'm going to have the other little tiny mound for the portal, and then I'll be back with you with some progress. Okay, so stuff has been done. This looks quite a lot different to what it was before, and it doesn't look a bit like a rocket at the moment. And I don't know if you can see on the actual footage how those oak planks change with that, the lines. It's really weird, might just be my eyes. If you can't see that, don't worry. So basically I've got the top of this mapped out. This is the level I want to stand on as the entrance. And yes, I'm not going to change the glass texture on this. So that's the witch farm underneath. Standing here, we're actually on level 94. So actually quite a way in the sky already. But this is where I need to stand if I want to not interfere with the witch hut itself, actually activating. I will take the roof off of that inside there when there's a roof on top of this properly, such I can see straight down into the witch farm itself when it's active. But yeah, this I want to have as the entrance level So I've got another 160 blocks to play with for other rooms and other things going on, and I won't actually build many things down there as such. So the entrance needs to be on this level somewhere. So the portal room will be some. I'm not really sure where I'd have it. It can either be over there, sort of a floating island with a portal on it. I think that might look quite good. Or over there, or over there, or over there, wherever I want to have it anyway. That'll be worked out. And along here, this is mapping out what I'm going to kind of do with rings on the outside. So I've actually done them every 3. So I've got lanterns everywhere to try and light it all up properly. And then I go down by 3, 3 along, 3 along, keep going around and keep doing the circles all the way around that. And underneath everything we'll have this spawn proofing. So I might want to do things down here as well, but it won't be solid blocks. I did make the mistake in my first Let's Play where I had something very similar to this but even bigger, and I decided to make it completely solid, and that took a lot of time and effort. A lot of time. So it saves a little bit of time for this. So this is kind of a little tribute to what I did on my first single player world, because I never really finished that as such and I really wanted to do it here. So that's going to continue on like it is, all the way along, all the way down, and that'll be the main island bit. Then I have something on the outer edge, but like I said, I want the portal to be in the air. So I think it will need to be a floating island with like a drawbridge or proper bridge thing going from the island with the portal on to the tree itself, and then have the cows, not the cows, the mushrooms on the centre island itself. Yes, very good. So I need to sort out these rings now and map them all in. I don't never want to do that today. I don't think so. I've got lanterns and everything, which means you need to place a block underneath them every time you put one down. So it's a lot of effort working downwards. I don't really want to do more of that today. So I will kind of plan out where I want to have my portal room. I'm going to start building a little mock-up island of where I want to have that. I'm thinking over here, towards the ice biome. Okay, so I'm going to get going with that, and I'll be back with you for another update. Okay, so I've done some work on a portal island, and it's not quite gone how I hoped. The idea was to have a sort of ice biome merging into the tree. So I've got my ice biome thing here, merging into the tree. It's not quite what I wanted, and I don't really know how to finish it either. But that's how far I've got with that. It's serviceable. I would have something in the middle here, and sort of I wanted it to kind of gradually merge from one area to the other. So from all this Arctic stuff to the oak of the tree. Yeah, I may have to come back and revisit that at some point. The island underneath it is kind of done-ish, and I've got some stuff underneath it. I tried to merge in the smooth zone, ice, the leaves, and the actual snow to try and make it kind of look like a tiger biome kind of thing. Doesn't really look how I wanted it to, does it? Oh well, at least I tried. I was getting the snow off of a little snow golem here. Got my little station here like so. But yes, it's a start at least. Oh, I don't know. When I come to build these things, I have an idea and I go, yeah, that's a good idea, and sometimes they turn out just like that. Well, it's good enough for now. I will kind of merge it at some point and we'll revisit it definitely. But for now, I think I will actually measure out some of these rings, so we can get some sort of feel of how big this bottom bit is going to be compared to that. And I'll be back again in a bit. Okay, so we can kind of see the scale we're looking at already. It's getting a little bit big, isn't it? Not too big, it's definitely manageable still. But yeah, you kind of see it's getting rather big now. And I haven't put the lighting in for these ones yet because they're such a pain to do, like I said before. I will go do them in one go when I feel up to it. This has taken so many hours. And at this point in the video I wonder, I spent maybe 20 hours doing this so far, doing everything else on it, and I've only made 10 minutes of video. So I have to go find more things to do to show you guys. So I think we're going to look at changing up the bottom of the witch farm, even though it's not going very much as of yet. Let's go into that. It looks really cool from underneath though. So I'm going to remove all the dirt like this from underneath the actual lanterns, so under here it will be all nicely lit, even though it be spawn proof. Get a nice visual light for the player to walk around in, and I put different farms down here maybe. Cows are loud. Put different farms down here and such. The ghast farm, I do want to do the ghast tree farm, and it may actually go under one of these things, but it's going to be far enough away from my portal to have a separate portal for it. So I will do that at some point. Not quite yet though. I want to get the actual thing here sorted first. But I think it's looking definitely on the scale of a server build. Okay, so witch farm at the moment, you can't really see much here as it is dark. At the moment I have hoppers down there. Now hoppers are okay. And on the server at the moment they're not going to cause much strain because there aren't many hoppers on the server in general. But I think I want to change it quite a bit. Because I want the delivery system to be a bit different. So when the witches fall out of the actual trap itself, at the moment they fall straight down and they die. That's okay. Got some bits in there, a couple of things anyway. But I can change it to make it a little bit more efficient for something else that I want to do as well. So I want it such that all the witches, when they fall down, they'll then end up in one spot and have the option to have them automatically killed or not. And we're going to try and do some other things with them at some point. I did say I want to do a potion farm at some point, and that's what we're going to try and set up a little bit for soon. So I'm going to start changing this. What I want to have is the water stream underneath this. So this floor needs to be even further down as it needs to fall the extra time. And up here at the moment, we'll go actually remove the roof off of this. Now probably get rid of that roof. And they fall down here. And then I want a water stream to push them to a point. And then they'll fall down in a 1x1 hole or so. And then end up down the bottom. So that's the aim. And I've got to get on with that now. And try and pad out the episode a bit more. I'm just joking. There is a lot of time to put in and not get much footage for though. So we'll start putting this in now, and I'll be back when this is mostly done. Okay, so it's done. Kind of. This is not meant to be any kind of working potion farm or anything else, or anything to do with that. This is just a way of collecting some without them dying, and then changing to a mode where you can kill them automatically. Now, we're watching this for a little bit, and some of them survive here, but a couple of them don't. So they're the ones that actually go a different way, and I'll show you that in a second. I can get around that quite easily, but this is okay. So the rates are not very good at all. Cilantro is on at the moment, so that kills the rates anyway, but I seem to light up loads of caves still. Probably do it some more live streams sometime when I have time for that. Yeah, that would be a good thing to do for that. So the idea would be kind of to use my looting sword and try and get some potions, because you start drinking potions and such when they are being hurt. So that would be the kind of idea, but in principle I don't think it works very well, and you only get a rare drop chance just by killing them. So yeah, but be able to kill a whole mass load of them like that would be a nice way of trying to attempt to get a potion. Just a bit of fun. So that goes down anyway. So at the moment there are only 6 hoppers here, well, plus 2 at the bottom for bottom chest, instead of like 3 stacks, which is a vast improvement. And this little bit here has got some pistons on it, some magical floating pistons, kind of, which go back and forth, and that's about it. And nice glass chute to go up. So up here I've changed the whole way of moving them down, as you can probably see from that tube. So I was thinking about before moving them all to maybe a 1x1, but as they spawn in groups, so maybe up to 4 or 5 or so, no, up to 4, then they'll spawn, they'll fall down, they'll all go down this water bit at once. If I just break this and have a look. So basically they fall down here, they go into the middle, and they'll go into the middle of that, and they fall down. Now the reason why some of them are dying straight away is that they fall down that bit, and then they fall straight down. So they get an extra couple of blocks of damage on them from doing that. Now I could change it such that you could have, you know, veering off somewhere else underneath, or coming under here or something, and then making them fall down separately, so they all have the same fall damage. Could do that, might do that, but for the moment it's just basically moving them into a small area to use as hoppers and making it a little bit easier on that. Of course it'll slow down the rates incredibly slightly because the mobs will stay alive for longer, but really for the server, better just to get them down here and save some server strain. So that is basically that. That's looking pretty good. I quite like that. I'm going to do a similar thing for my single player let's play to reduce my hoppers on that, because that was an issue. So yeah, let's get rid of this block because it was annoying me. Awesome. So yes, I used up the rest of my quartz. I don't really have any more quartz, and also removed the roof on top of here. So what do I need to be doing now with this whole thing? So we looked on the outside. This looks quite fun from underneath, and the ring's mostly done. I showed you that already. But what's the kind of next stages on this build? Because it's going to be a ginormous build. Oh, I've got a sheep. Hello. You can't eat mycelium, I'm sorry. You cannot have sheep farms with mycelium. So I think I've already mentioned I'll have farms underneath this, probably. So that is the actual innards, kind of. And so the witch farm is the inside, beating heart of the tree kind of thing. And then the top bit is the way in, which is this bit here. And then I'll start going up. The tree will continue this way for most of the way, I think, up. And I'm going to have staircases in here or something to go to the next level. So I don't know how I'm going to do staircases at all. Don't really know. And then each layer is probably going to have a selection to a tiny micro farm. So a couple of automatic sugarcane things and a couple of pumpkin things and all that. No, really small but automatic farms, which will just over time sort of build up produce, but not be any massive hassle for sort of keeping going. That's kind of the idea and the kind of challenge for this, as opposed to my Let's Play world. My Let's Play world, I can do whatever I want and do it as big as I want, efficient as I want, everything else. But for here, it's kind of make it all fit into a small space, make it look pretty and automated. So maybe my sugarcane farm might be only maybe sort of here to here, and just have it on a timer or on a delay or on a bud switch or something, just to keep it going. I think it'd be really cool to have. But yeah, I have 4 hours devoted to each thing, so maybe farming, cattle or something, or brewing, and one thing I will want to make on this server is a bedroom. I'm very, very bad with this. On all the worlds and things I've done so far, basically, I never ever make somewhere that is just for sleeping. I just put a bed wherever it needs to go, and I just sleep when it needs to happen. But I never actually build a bedroom. So that's something I do need to build at some point, which will be a bit strange for me. It has to be functional as well, not one of these kind of beds surrounded in junk which you can't actually sleep in. Can I get down here? Yep, I mean just. So yes, I will need to put all of this junk in between here, do the lighting, everything else, clear out all of the bottom, get rid of all the water, take out all the blocks, turn it all into that smooth stone, smooth stone half slabs everywhere, just make it spawn proof, and that will be a good start. So that's looking pretty good. What else do I want to do today? Well, the wood farm, I was going to make it pretty at some point, and I haven't really seen Kratos around to be able to drag him off from what he's doing. He's very busy at the moment to actually help me with this, but it looks to be that if I make the grass farm, which I want to do, sort of the grass tree farm I mean, then I probably don't want this, at least I don't want this in the way it is at the moment. I could use it here still and have the ghast here, where this whole collection point is, and move that somewhere else. But I may want to rebuild it underneath the whole thing. I don't know, we'll see at some point, so we'll keep that on hold for the moment. But I have been getting a lot of wood off of that. It's a very nice thing to do. You see my axe is pretty much dead, so most of my tools are actually on me. So yeah, that is kind of the good show today. and that is as far as we have got in a couple of days' work. So, thank you very much for joining me, guys. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I really welcome suggestions. I've been looking at lots of them, and they've been really good feedback, and I've used quite a lot of the ideas that I've had from them. So, thank you very much for joining me, guys. I hope you have enjoyed today. Haven't really had much to say in between the clips, so it's just been mostly just work. Sorry about that. If you have topics you want me to talk about on the Hermitcraft stuff, I'd love to hear them, aside from my King Talks series. So, thank you very much for joining me, guys. I said that enough already. We'll leave you with the last view of this on the side. On reflection, that island doesn't look too awful. Maybe it needs to be a bit bigger. And this tree is going to be very, very big in proportion, isn't it? So yeah, see you later, guys, and I'll catch you next time.